looks as if 3,000 new voters for Donald Trump were registered thanks to Turning Point Action yesterday, just in the state of Arizona. And yes, there's so much news today, by the way. We have amazing guests. I mean, Kamala Harris is on this press tour. Oh, my goodness. There is so much there to get through, and the cuts are remarkable. And I just want to say one last thing here, which I think is really important, which is the work that Scott Pressler has been doing, that Turning Point Action has been doing, that Tyler, that Brett, that the entire team, that the entire Turning Point infantry is doing. It doesn't guarantee that we are going to win, but I guarantee you we would have lost if it wasn't for all of this grassroots hustle. And it puts us now in a situation where the table is set for us to go take victory, for us to go run through it. Again, we warned you this was World War I trench warfare, that this was going to go, get your shovel, get ready to go dig a trench. That's what this is. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 4 steps back. And we're used to it. And now the table is set, and tomorrow ballots get sent out in the state of Arizona. Ready, set, go. The voter list is set. And just yesterday, I have the text messages to prove it. I personally registered 3 people to vote yesterday. I personally, one person came up in the morning, asked for a selfie. I said, register to vote? Oh, I'm from another state. I don't know if I have an ID. I said, no. You can go register to vote in person, get a utility bill, get your passport, go to this address, and I harassed that person all day long. And to his credit, he went and did it. And also, you remember I told you the story about the guy that refused to vote, the register to vote yesterday? Refused. Got him registered yesterday. After the 24th time of nagging him, he is registered to vote. There's no excuses. And by the way, all of you guys right now in states that still have voter registration, you got to be tenacious. You got to be a little bit disagreeable. Don't take no for an answer. Say, what's the matter with you? You're not voting. What kind of a loser are you? Register to vote. Take out your phone. tpaction.com/vote. 5 minutes. Save the republic. Request a mail-in ballot. Let's go. Let's get our act together here. We have the energy right now. So right now, the voter registration numbers are telling me a story. And then if I build out the formula, I'm starting to see a picture here. Voter registration numbers plus Kamala Harris all over my television. This is a person who we mocked for 40 days that refused to talk to the press. It's because she refused to talk to the press because at the time, her polling looked good, she had tons of money, and she didn't need to talk to the press. But all of a sudden, you now have the voter registration numbers, which is like a mini poll. It's a sneak preview. It is a coming attraction. It's a harbinger, a canary in the coal mine. And then you have Kamala Harris out there talking to 60 Minutes, talking to The View, talking to the sex woman, the Daddy podcast. Well, what is this all about? This is a campaign that is increasingly not confident. This is a campaign, the Kamala Harris campaign, that is not acting within the parameters of the typical play it safe, put Joe Biden in the basement strategy. No, this is a campaign where they know that if they don't start to play to win, that things are not going to go well for them. They see the voter registration numbers. They see themselves getting slaughtered in the Maricopa County dumps. They see themselves increasingly in Pennsylvania lose all 67 counties in voter registration numbers. So there's so much to play here and so much to go through. It's hard to even grasp all of it. But the one that I want to emphasize is Kamala Harris went on the View, which, again, I mean, can she do more female-centric media? I think Kamala Harris's new plan is just go win 70% of women voters. Now, to be clear, that's not going to happen. Yes, you will get a fair amount of female voters. You'll win the female vote. But there are millions of patriotic women in this country, moms, grandmothers, and even single women who love the country and they can't stand Kamala Harris. And they are a lot smarter than I think Kamala Harris gives them credit for. This right here is the one that should be played on repeat. Ryan, every cold open from now to the election, I want this in the cold open. Every cold open. I want this thing on repeat. I want this ingrained into the muscle memory of this audience. Listen to this. This is Kamala Harris telling you. Now, this is one of the dumbest political answers. This is why they've hit her. This is why they didn't put her out on the tour. Kamala Harris here doesn't realize 28% of the country disapproves of this, doesn't think the country's going the right direction. But she says nothing's going to be different. Play cut 40.
Well, if anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden? during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact.
Yikes. You see, this would have been a great opportunity for her to say, you know what? She should have said, I would have acted quicker on the border. Oof. That would have been a real fastball from her. That would have been good. That would have been good. Or she would have said, to be honest, I think we should have attacked prices quicker. Instead, she is going the party line and telling you nothing will change. The borders will remain wide open. The lawfare will continue. The wars will increase.